I'm Sally Chibuzie, owner and founder of the brand Unshakable. Unshakable is a state of mind. Take your state of mind with you everywhere you go. Be unshakable. Be in truth with yourself. Love yourself. Thank you so much for joining today's episode of Chronicles of Unshakable Truths. Today we're going to be talking about friendship circles and the November challenge. Basically, this is a follow-on from last week's episode where I had a couple of my friends around who just finished the Unshakable challenge. Just to recap, the challenge was 14 days or could be extended to the end of November, which some of us did, and the option of either buying a medal, sponsoring someone for a medal, or both, or not. It was optional, but also every pound raised went to a favourite charity of ours, Canadian Gives, which is an IVF fertility charity run by our friend Olu. Last week, I introduced you to the challenge and I told you what it was about. I'm not going to bore you with the details. Suffice to say, it was fourfold. One of them was meet a step goal. So create and meet a step goal. The second one was to do something you haven't done before or progress on something you're already doing. The third one was to eat a piece of fruit every day. And the fourth one was daily gratitude. So remember every day to say something you're grateful for. So I had some of my friends round who belong to a group that we're in called the LKA Ladies last week. Today, I have a very interesting set of friends. So we're in a friendship group, which interestingly, I'm not sure what the word is, but links in with so many others. So we're part of so many different groups. Some of us are part of, other groups, and also we have individual friendships. So this group is actually really special to me. But for the purpose of the medal giving, we are the Fit Fam today. That's what we are. So everyone remember we're the Fit Fam today. We're the Fit Fam today. Not any other. We're not the, Yeah. Okay. So I'd like to do introductions actually. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how you fit into this challenge. So let's go with Louise first.
Okay, so my name is Louise, as Sally has already said. I kind of fit into this challenge because I'm part of the Fit Fam group, obviously. But I also decided to do all four of them. So I did the first one, which is the step goal. I set myself 5,000 steps instead of the normal 10,000, just because I knew it was sustainable.
Well, but it's 10 normal.
But I did do 10. Mm-hmm. I did every day. I did do 10, even though I'd set myself 5,000 because I knew I would always do 5,000, but I wasn't sure I'd do 10. But I did the 10,000 steps, and then I did the second one, which was I was actually doing dead man hangs, so dead hangs.
You should see them, they're fantastic. They look deceptively easy, actually.
Yeah. They are quite hard. No, yes. They are quite hard. And I didn't know that I could do them for up to a minute. Like in my mind, I was like maybe 15 seconds, 10 seconds. But as it progressed, I think there was one where I actually did for a minute and 15 seconds.
Check
that was
you out.
I know,
that was
right?
progress. You really earned this medal. I'm giving you 2.
I think I should have to. I should have to. And then obviously the third one was the fruit challenge. Mm-hmm. I normally eat a lot of fruit anyway, so for me that wasn't too much of a challenge. But I did that one, and then the fourth one was gratitude. Was a gratitude bit. Mm-hmm. And for me, just before I keep my mouth shut, for me the overwhelming emotion in my gratitude challenge was being thankful for having choices. I think for me it's just I just every day I was always kind of filled with some sort of awe about the choices that I had and the fact that I actually did have choices. Maybe otherwise women or women of color as well in the past might not have had as many choices as we have today. Just a lot of those things and things surrounding my family, my parents, and all of that. I was just so grateful for choices.
That is very deep thinking, actually. You really you went into it. So
I'm deep.
Yeah, interesting. You say when you say about women choices, you mean like the right to vote from the past where we didn't have the right,
Absolutely.
all sorts
of things. Yeah. Yes, all sorts of things. I remember looking through some of my photographs, and there was a photograph that I actually nearly posted during the challenge, but I thought, no, I'll be name dropping, right? So this was
really? Please name drop.
It was Dame Kelly Holmes. So she came to my workplace, and she came with her medals, her Olympic medals, and she allowed me to take a photograph with them, and I wore them and pretended like they were mine. Yeah, but it was that sort of thing, and she spoke up. It was because she'd come to my workplace in March this year. and it was during the Global Women's Day, I think it was. So there was the
International Women's Day. I actually
Women's
remember
Day.
that
Yes.
March 8th, and
March-
I remember
March
the
8th.
photo actually.
Yeah.
I
So
saw it's a sneak preview.
exactly.
of it,
So
yeah.
it was that conversation around, you know, women having choices and women being able to do things that we otherwise couldn't have even dreamed about doing. So it was all of that stuff.
Yeah, so we're strong, we're resilient, we can do anything we set our minds to.
We absolutely can.
Yeah.
There was a time when women were not allowed to poll vote. You know the
really?
Yeah. Because I remember when I was growing up, my mom was like, "Oh no, women don't poll vote," and women weren't. I think it was probably maybe around about the 90s that women were allowed to poll vote during the Olympics. So very, very recently, you know, but it's just those sorts of things because they felt that women were too fragile and couldn't do this and blah, blah, blah. But we could, you know, and it wasn't too long ago that women were not allowed to run marathons because they were too fragile. They didn't have the strength. They just couldn't. But here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are indeed. We've come a very long way, haven't we? So yeah. This is really interesting actually, and I'm really looking forward now to hearing what everyone has to say because Louise has really she's opened up everyone's minds. She's opened up my mind. I'm now thinking, check us out. You know, doing things like voting and running marathons. You know, really, really good stuff. So, what about you, Enk? How do you fit into all of this? Well, first of all,
okay. First of all,
yourself. I'm so sorry. I'm introducing everyone and then asking them to introduce themselves.
Hey guys, I'm Enk. Get out of the way. Yes. Anyway, how do I fit into this group? I got added by a really close friend of mine called Chuchu to the Fit Farm group.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Chuchu passed away in February.
God bless Chuchu's soul. Yeah, we really loved him.
Yeah, we did.
And we miss him.
You know,
I still miss him a lot.
Yeah.
He brought everyone together.
How
Didn't
do I?
he?
Yes, he did.
He
So, how do I fit in? I live vicariously through my fit chicks here. Yewo, Sally, and Mayan. And I get fit by looking at your posts every day.
Absolutely.
And
you're ever so encouraging.
Oh my God, you know? But I'm inspired by you all, especially my friends here. You know, it's amazing. The 14-day challenge, I wish I was part of it. But
Well, you kind of were.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, talk to us about the daily life in the cafe at the moment.
Standing on my feet for 8 hours. Walking
every
around
day,
every
literally.
single day.
Yeah.
So that's how I get fit.
Yeah.
And then looking at the post.
Yeah.
So no, it's been amazing. I'm totally inspired by the Fit Farm group, honestly.
So to put this into context a little bit more, when it comes to Enk's Cafe is fairly new. So, you know, a lot of running around. So she's been doing things that are outside of the norm anyway. So in terms of meeting a step goal, Enk has definitely met her step goal every single day. Yeah. You know, with, you know, running things and stuff like that. And additionally, what about your fruit? Tell us a little bit about what's happening with fruit.
So Sally comes in with this apple into my cafe. And then she presents this apple to me.
Yeah,
Here you go. She says,
Enk,
you need to up your daily intake. Up your fruit intake. And I was blinking for like a few seconds.
Like, what?
And she was like holding this apple. I was looking at Sally, the apple, Sally. Anyway, I had it on my what would I call it? Display for a few days, and each time I looked at the apple, I was like, she's right. I need to up my daily fruit intake.
Yeah.
And I have been actually since then.
Well done.
See, well done. Yeah, so you have done the challenge.
Yes,
You
I have.
Like,
I
put
have,
it right
actually.
in. Yeah, amazing. Okay, all right. And once again, well done on the cafe. We love the cafe. Twirling Spoon.
Absolutely love it.
Very good.
Shout out to Twirling Spoon, right?
Shout
Yeah.
out to Twirling Spoon.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. What about you, Mayan?
So, yeah, hey everyone, so I'm Mayan. So, I'm a little bit like Enk. I think the only person that was full on this challenge was Louise. I sort of was doing it in the background, sort of vicariously, but, you know, still, you know, I'll speak on gratitude, which was the thing I took from this challenge. You know, just sometimes when Sally... When, you know, me and Sally, as you know, we're all friends in different capacity, but Sally's my girl. So when she was running this by me. We were having lunch at this. We have our local cool spot, which is the Grove, which is not. It's not your regular, but we go there and try and act rich. So, but
we are rich.
Exactly, but it's around the corner from my house, so we're allowed. So,
Yes, we are.
So we were there. We're having brunch one afternoon where we both were having we didn't have much to do, so we went there, had brunch, and she was running this whole November challenge idea by me. And she said, because if you know Sally, you know that there's 1 million ideas and you're just there sifting through it. So she's like, yeah, I want to do this, and I'm like, yeah, sounds good. But I'm lost. Okay, well, why are we doing it? What's it for? Oh, there's a medal. Who's getting it? How do we get it? So there was this whole conversation. But you know what? As friends do, you're just like, support first. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll do it.
Whatever you want, Sally.
Whatever you want, I'm here. So the challenge started. I didn't understand the challenge, but the only thing I picked up from the challenge was like, okay, you needed to meet a goal that you set for yourself. You had to do something new in the month of November, something new or a challenge, and then be grateful. So a gratitude sort of thing on a daily basis, and that was what I took from the challenge. So I'm okay in terms of fitness. I wasn't tracking anything per se, but the gratitude bit got me, because sometimes you hear things and you hear them passively, but when you sit down and you think about gratitude and you just think, you know what, every single day you can actually find something to be grateful for.
Absolutely.
If it could just be having somebody to call and have a little moan about, and we take these little things for granted. People don't have that. There's people that actually don't have anybody to call and talk to. So the gratitude side was what I really took from this challenge. And every single day when somebody posted about what they had done in the challenge, I made a mental note to find my gratitude bit on the day. So every single day when someone posted, even when I didn't do anything to meet that, I would say to myself, if I saw a post from Sally or from Louise or from anybody else on the Fit Fam group, I'll just be like, oh, you know what, actually, mine, what are you grateful for today? And I always found something. It will make you think, and you'll be like, wow,
no matter
actually.
how small,
No matter how small.
Yeah.
And, like Louise said, things like options, it's, things like the options, the things we take for granted, the privileges we take for granted. Even being fit is a privilege.
Absolutely.
Having the time to be fit, having the time to sit down and process and do things other than survival. It's a privilege, having friends that love you and understand you and talk to you and are there for you is a privilege. Having people that, don't judge you is a privilege. So you can, that was me. This challenge to me was I took away gratitude. I took away taking every single day, finding something to be grateful for. And if you look hard enough, you always find something.
And sometimes you don't have to look that deep as well. It's right there.
It's just literally in front of you. Yeah. The child you've been telling to clean the room every day, next thing they just clean it. You're like,
I'm grateful I don't have to nag today.
I'm grateful of the kind of mom I'm. So these days I've always struggled with my son, and these days I find that we argue less, and sometimes when I see us just talk and laugh, and I just whisper in my head like, I'm grateful for the where we are as mom, son, and the less fights we have, and the fact that we're not escalating as we used to. The fact that we both understand it. Those things that you take for granted. I'm just like, you know what? I'm grateful you're still here. I'm still your mother. I'm being better every day at parenting you. And you too, you're starting to understand. We're learning from each other type thing. So all around us is bits of gratitude we can just, bring together.
And I really, 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 really love that. So of all the four things, the four what do I call them now? The four pieces of instructions that I put together for people. I think this one was my favorite one, and it's for reasons that Mayan has just articulated, which is, firstly, I think we forget how lucky we are. So we spend so much time moaning about what's not going right that we forget to remember the things that are
going
actually
right. Yeah.
going
Going
right.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this was it. And then if you remember, I think Louise and I were having a conversation with Olu about it when I said to her about the additional charity bit, and she said the reason why this challenge is really going to take off for people is the fact that this is November, this is the winter months, and people are really depressed in this time. You know, so easy to sink into. You know, depression, the darkness and the gloominess and the cold. You know, so it's been really, really. Really successful, I think. So I do want to thank you, ladies, for this. Thank you for taking part, for supporting me, no matter how crazy my dreams are.
And they are crazy.
And they are.
How many people are my people? And these people, even if I said, you know what, today we need to jump into a lake, they'll be like, Sally, are you sure this is absolutely necessary? But we okay. We will. What I was looking for in what everybody said was either words or phrases that were synonymous with the word unshakable, which I actually have found. So, Louise talked about overwhelming emotion for, being grateful for having choices that made us all think. And talked to us a little bit about strength and resilience, and she was inspired to do better, and Mayan brought the point about gratitude. So all of these are things an unshakable woman, an unshakable person is likely to take on board, So it's all about being a better version of yourself. Every day. Yeah. So, and this is what the challenge was. I think we all, do we agree that we feel better for having done the challenge in the first place?
Yeah, absolutely. I do.
Which is what,
I do. I'm a lot more positive.
Yeah.
I must say. Sometimes, I remember during the gratitude challenge, obviously it's being grateful every day. And there's this thing about people being on a high all the time because of social media, and I can't remember what the chemical is in the brain. I think it's not oxytocin, dopamine. Yeah. So and then there's this talk about you have to go on a dopamine fast. And I thought to myself, I was questioning myself. Why am I so grateful? Why am I so? Why do I feel this positive?
Yeah.
Am I on a
dopamine high?
And if I am, do I want to come down?
Why should I come down?
It feels really good up here.
It does. Yeah. Gratitude is definitely.
I think it takes about 2 weeks, right, for dopamine to kick in. I hear.
Really?
I'm not to that.
I think it's immediately.
You have to. No, I think it takes some time. To kick in. So you guys are high on dopamine all the time. It'll take a while.
A minute. but with whiskey, you can accelerate it.
I get the high every day.
This is our celebratory drink, by the way. We're allowed. So finally, these are the medals. So do you know what I think we should do? I think we should do for each other.
Yeah.
So I think we should,
put it over.
Yeah.
I hope I don't strangle.
Yeah, so let's
I hope my wig doesn't fall off.
put it on you.
I just put Engs on as well, right?
Yeah, you put Engs on, and Engs puts your one on.
That's not
Yeah.
put mine on.
Okay, so
And then
first.
am I putting yours on?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right.
Should I go first?
No, yes, not at the same time. That would be awkward.
Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much, Eng. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. Feel free to give us
deserving of this medal.
Thank
you so much. Oh my God.
You guys gonna get emotional?
This is probably my first medal ever.
Congratulations. This is my.
The medal is really beautiful, though.
It's very beautiful.
Okay,
Yeah.
so right.
This is unshakable.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
very
here you
good.
go, Sally.
Yay!
Well done for being this unshakable.
Thank you. I did it last week, but it feels right to do it again anyway. So hey, yeah, and well
And
done,
don't knock off my
Mike.
wig.
I would. Well done, guys. Love. Yeah, we'll have to take a photo in a minute, so like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so. I think I said it already, but thank you so much, guys, for always being there and jumping on everything I do. I want that kiss again.
I can't reach you.
Yeah. So guys, on this cherry note, so we've just brought some sunshine into a very, very wet
Gloomy
and
day.
miserable day. I will say thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, please like. I am your host, Sally Chiwuzie, founder, owner of Unshakable, the brand. And you know the motto, I always finish with this. Unshakable is a state of mind. Take your state of mind with you everywhere you go. Be unshakable. Be in truth with yourself. Love yourself. See you next time. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Cheers. 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 Cheers.